One thing every household needs is a good tool set. And you might be surprised at how many people don't have a good tool set or they don't have any tools at all. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my favorite tool set that I believe would work for most people, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. All right, so this is my Met wrench tool set, and this is what I recommend people get. And my dad gave me one of these when I graduated from college, and I used it for quite a while. I fixed things around the house. I used it to work on my car, and it's a really handy set, and I didn't need any other sockets or wrenches when I had this set. However, at one point it got stolen, so I didn't have it for a while, and then I had a hard time finding it, and I finally found some on eBay, so I bought one, and I'm really glad to have it again. I really like it because it's so compact, and that's due to the fact that each socket and each wrench can be used on both metric and standard nuts and bolts. So if you've ever had one of those 100 plus tool sets with all the sockets and the wrenches, then you know how heavy those can be and how much space they take up. But this is really compact, really handy. And like I said, I haven't needed any extra wrenches or sockets. On top of that, these wrenches and sockets can also be used on nuts and bolts that are stripped down. And that's because of the shape of the socket or the wrench itself. As you can see, the socket has some extra grooves in it, and that allows it to grip on the edge of the nut or bolt and not on the corners. So if the corners are stripped down, you can still get some grip on them because these sockets and wrenches are going to be turning on the edges and not on the corners. One really useful tool in this kit is the hand ratchet. You can stick that directly onto a socket and use it that way, or you can put it on the screwdriver and use that to screw and unscrew. Now overall, this is a fantastic tool set, and I believe that this tool set will be all most people will need. However, if I have any criticism of this tool set, it's the ratchet. It doesn't have as many teeth as a lot of the ratchets out there, so if you put it in there, you can hear it. There aren't as many teeth. So in tight spots, it can be hard to get things going because of the time that, or the space between each tooth, right? So if anything, you might want to replace the ratchet, but otherwise the rest of the set is really solid. Now let's compare this Met wrench set to a full Cobalt set. And sure, the Cobalt set has a few more elements, but it's basically the same thing. As you can see, the Met wrench set is almost 1/3 the size of the Cobalt. And when we put it on the scale here, you can see that the weight is less than half of the Cobalt. All right, so that's my favorite do-it-all socket and wrench set. Now, other people will talk about brands like Husky, Snap-on, Gear Wrench, all of those, and they're great. But when it comes down to it, you have to have one set of sockets and wrenches for standard and another one for metric. Whereas with Met wrench, you have everything in one compact set. If you found that video useful, subscribe and hit the bell to get new videos on how to become more self-sufficient no matter where you live. Thanks for watching, and check out these videos that are coming up next.